Your body has a language. It speaks to you every single day. But the problem is, most people only start listening when the message becomes impossible to ignore. A small change appears. Something feels different. Your energy is not what it used to be. Your confidence is not the same. Your body reacts differently than before. And instead of asking, why is this happening? Many people quietly tell themselves, it's probably nothing. But what if it is not nothing? What if your body has been trying to warn you? What if those small changes are not signs of weakness, aging, or something to be embarrassed about? What if they are simply messages from a system that has spent your entire life trying to protect you? The human body is an extraordinary creation. It repairs itself. It adapts. It fights for balance. It sends signals long before something becomes serious. The problem is that modern life has trained many of us to ignore those signals. We ignore tiredness because we are busy. We ignore stress because everyone feels stressed. We ignore changes in our health because we hope they will disappear on their own. But your body does not communicate through words. It communicates through patterns. And when those patterns change, it is worth paying attention, especially when it comes to sexual health. Because sexual health is not just about intimacy. It is not just about performance. It is a reflection of your overall health, your hormones, your heart, your blood vessels, your brain, your emotional state, and your lifestyle are all connected. The same blood vessels that support your sexual function are connected to your cardiovascular system. The same hormones that influence sexual desire also affect energy, mood, muscle maintenance, and aging. The same lifestyle choices that protect your heart often protect your sexual health. This means your sexual health can sometimes act like a mirror showing you what is happening deeper inside. And today, we are going to explore 7 warning signs your sexual health may be sending you. Not to create fear, not to make you anxious, but to help you understand your body better. Because awareness is where change begins. Before we talk about the signs themselves, remember something important. Your body is not failing you. Your body is communicating with you. There is a difference. A warning light on a car dashboard does not mean the car is useless. It means the car needs attention. Your body works the same way. The first sign is one that many people experience but rarely discuss openly. A noticeable change in sexual desire. Desire is a complicated process. Many people think it is only about attraction, but inside the body, sexual desire involves a relationship between the brain, hormones, emotions, relationships, and physical health. One of the most important hormones involved is testosterone. Testosterone is often misunderstood. People associate it only with strength or masculinity, but testosterone has many roles throughout the body. It helps maintain muscle mass. It supports bone health. It influences energy levels. It affects mood and motivation, and it plays a role in sexual desire. As men age, testosterone naturally changes. This is a normal biological process, but the speed and intensity of those changes can be influenced by many factors that meet quality, stress, physical activity, nutrition, body composition, alcohol consumption, chronic illness. Imagine 2 people who are the same age. One person sleeps 7 to 8 hours, exercises regularly, eats nutrient-rich foods, manages stress, and maintains a healthy weight. Another person sleeps 5 hours, sits most of the day, experiences constant stress, and survives mostly on unprocessed foods. Their biological age may not feel the same. Because aging is not only about the number on your birthday, it is also about the environment you create inside your body. When testosterone levels and overall health decline, some people notice changes. They may feel less motivated, They may experience lower energy. They may feel less interested in intimacy. They may notice changes in mood or confidence. The mistake many people make is assuming this is simply something they have to accept. But sometimes your body is asking for attention. Let me tell you a story about a man named Michael. Michael was 45 years old. From the outside, everything looked fine. He had a successful career. He had a family. He was responsible. People saw him as someone who had everything under control. But privately, Michael noticed changes. He was tired more often. He stopped enjoying activities he once loved. His workouts became less frequent. His confidence slowly decreased. And one of the biggest changes was something he did not feel comfortable talking about. His interest in intimacy was not what it used to be. At first, he ignored it. He thought, "I'm just getting older." But eventually, he realized something important. The problem was not simply age. His entire lifestyle had changed. He was sleeping less. He was under constant pressure. He had gained weight. He rarely moved his body. So instead of searching for a quick solution, he started rebuilding his foundation. He improved his sleep. He began walking every day. He focused on healthier meals. He reduced unnecessary stress. Months later, he noticed something surprising. He did not just feel better physically. He felt like himself again. His energy improved. His confidence returned. His outlook changed. This is an important lesson. Sometimes the body does not need punishment. It needs support. The second warning sign is related to blood circulation, and this is where many people discover a powerful connection between sexual health and heart health. Your body is a network of highways. Blood travels through thousands of miles of vessels carrying oxygen and nutrients to every organ. Your brain depends on circulation. Your muscles depend on circulation. Your heart depends on circulation. And sexual function also depends heavily on healthy blood flow. When blood vessels become less flexible or less efficient, the effects may appear in different areas of the body. Many people think circulation problems happen suddenly, but often changes happen slowly over years. High blood pressure, smoking, poor diet, lack of exercise, high cholesterol, chronic stress. These factors can gradually affect the health of your blood vessels. Think about a river. When water flows freely, everything around it thrives. But when the flow becomes restricted, the environment changes. Your blood vessels work in a similar way. Healthy circulation supports healthy function. This is why activities like regular exercise can be so powerful. Exercise does not only change your muscles, it improves cardiovascular health. It supports blood vessel function. It helps regulate hormones. It improves insulin sensitivity. It can reduce inflammation. All of these factors are connected. A healthier body creates a healthier environment for sexual health. And this leads us to a question many people avoid asking. Why does the body sometimes reveal problems through sexual health first? The answer is because some systems are highly sensitive. The body often shows subtle changes before bigger problems become obvious. It is like noticing a small crack in a wall before the entire structure becomes damaged. The crack is not the whole problem. It is information, and information gives you a chance to respond. The third warning sign is a change in performance or function. This is one of the most emotionally difficult topics for many people because it can affect confidence and self-image. But understanding the science changes the conversation. Sexual function is not a measurement of your worth. It is not a measurement of your age. It is not a measurement of your identity. It is one aspect of health. And like every other aspect of health, it can be influenced by many factors: blood flow, nerve function, Hormones, mental health medication, lifestyle, relationships. The human body is not a machine with one simple switch. It is a complex system. When one part changes, other parts can be affected. For example, chronic stress can influence the nervous system. Poor sleep can affect hormone regulation. Lack of physical activity can affect circulation. Excess body fat can influence hormone balance. Everything is connected. And sometimes the first step toward improvement is not embarrassment. It is curiosity, asking, "What is my body trying to tell me?" That single question can change the way you approach health, because health is not about perfection, it is about awareness. And awareness creates action. The next warning sign reveals an area that many people completely overlook: the connection between emotional health, stress, and sexual wellness. Because sometimes the biggest obstacles are not found in the body, they are found in the mind. Because sometimes the biggest obstacles are not found in the body, they are found in the mind. The human brain is one of the most powerful parts of sexual health. Before anything happens physically, there is a conversation happening inside the brain. Signals, emotions, memories, confidence, connection, desire. All of these experiences begin with the nervous system. This is why emotional health and sexual health are deeply connected. Many people underestimate the effect that stress can have on the body. They think stress is only something they feel mentally. But stress is also a physical experience. When you are under constant pressure, your body changes, your heart rate changes, your breathing changes, your muscles become tense, your sleep can become disturbed, your hormones can be affected. Your body begins preparing for survival. This response is incredibly useful when you are facing a short-term challenge. It helped humans survive dangerous situations throughout history. But modern life has created a new problem. Many people are living in survival mode every day. Deadlines, financial pressure, relationship problems, constant notification, poor sleep, a mind that never truly rests. The body cannot always tell the difference between emotional stress and physical danger. It simply responds. And when the stress response remains active for too long, other areas of health can suffer. One important hormone involved in the stress response is cortisol. Cortisol is not a bad hormone. Your body needs it. It helps you wake up in the morning. It helps you respond to challenges. It helps regulate many processes. The problem happens when stress remains constantly elevated. Long-term stress can affect sleep quality, mood, metabolism, and hormone balance. And because hormones work together, changes in one system can influence another. Imagine an orchestra. Every instrument has its own sound, but the beauty comes from harmony. Your hormones work the same way: testosterone, cortisol, insulin, thyroid hormones, and many others interact continuously. When one part becomes unbalanced, the entire system can feel the effect. This is why improving sexual health is not only about focusing on one thing. It is about creating balance. A person can take care of their physical health, but ignore their mental health. Another person can focus on exercise, but ignore sleep. Someone else may eat perfectly, but live under overwhelming stress. True health requires looking at the whole person. This brings us to the fourth warning sign: postural fatigue and reduced energy. Many people accept exhaustion as a normal part of life. They say, "I'm just getting older. I'm just busy." Everyone feels tired. And sometimes life really is demanding, but there is a difference between normal tiredness and a body that is constantly asking for help. Energy is not just about feeling awake. Energy reflects what is happening inside your body. Your sleep quality, your nutrition, your hormones, your activity level, your mental health. your cardiovascular fitness. All of these influence how you feel each day. Think about your phone battery. If you constantly use your phone, but never charge it properly, eventually the battery performance changes. The human body is similar. You can keep pushing yourself, but without recovery, performance declines. Sleep is one of the most important forms of recovery. During sleep, the body performs essential maintenance. The brain organizes information, the immune system restores itself, muscles repair, hormone regulation occurs. Many important processes depend on quality sleep. Yet sleep is often the first thing people sacrifice. They stay up late. They wake up early. They convince themselves they can function on less. But the body keeps a record. You may ignore the cost today, but eventually your body collects the debt. A person who sleeps poorly may notice less motivation, lower concentration, mood changes, reduced physical performance, changes in appetite, and sometimes changes in sexual health. This is because the body does not separate one area from another. Your body is one connected system. Now, let's talk about something that plays a major role in both sexual health and longevity. Nutrition. The food you eat is not just fuel. It provides the building blocks your body uses to create hormones, repair cells, maintain blood vessels, and protect against damage. For years, people searched for one miracle food, one secret ingredient, one shortcut. But the truth is more powerful. Health is built through patterns. One healthy meal does not transform your body. One unhealthy meal does not destroy it. Your daily choices create your internal environment. Certain nutrients support hormone production and circulation. Healthy fats provide materials needed for hormone function. Protein supports muscle maintenance. Fiber supports metabolism. Antioxidants help protect cells from oxidative stress. Minerals such as zinc and magnesium play important roles in many biological processes. This is why a balanced diet matters, not because of one magical ingredient, but because your body requires a variety of resources to function properly. A person who eats mostly processed foods, rarely moves, and sleeps poorly creates a very different internal environment than someone who regularly chooses whole foods, stays active, and prioritizes recovery. The difference may not appear overnight, but over years, these choices shape how the body ages. And aging is something we should talk about because sexual health is also connected to longevity. Many people think of longevity as simply living longer. But the real goal is not just more years. It is more healthy years, years where you have energy. Confidence, independence, strength. Connection. A healthy body allows you to participate in life, to enjoy relationships, to experience new things, to remain active. Sexual health is part of that larger picture. It represents vitality, tensions, and overall wellness. Now, the fifth warning sign involves something many people ignore because it develops slowly. Changes in your body composition, especially increased abdominal fat. Baby fat is not simply stored energy. It is biologically active tissue. It can influence inflammation, metabolism, and hormone balance. Excess abdominal fat has been associated with changes in testosterone levels and metabolic health. This does not mean appearance determines health. It does not mean every person with extra weight has a health problem. The human body is complex, but maintaining a healthy body composition can support better overall function. Consider two people again. One person spends most of the day sitting, rarely exercises, and consumes more calories than their body needs. Another person walks regularly, maintains muscle, eats balanced meals, and supports their metabolism. Over time, their bodies may respond differently. Muscle is not only about appearance. Muscle is a metabolic organ. It helps regulate glucose. It supports strength. It protects mobility as we age. Resistance training, when appropriate, can support muscle maintenance and overall health. Movement is one of the oldest medicines humans have. Our bodies were designed to move, yet modern life encourages stillness. We sit in cars, we sit at desks, we sit in front of screens, and slowly the body adapts to that lifestyle. The good news is that the body also adapts in the opposite direction. Small improvements create change. A daily walk, regular strength training, better sleep, more nutritious meals. Stress management. These simple actions may seem ordinary, but ordinary actions repeated consistently create extraordinary results. The sixth warning sign involves urinary and prostate-related changes. The prostate is a small gland that plays an important role in male reproductive health. As men age, prostate health becomes increasingly important. Many changes related to the prostate are common with aging, but changes should not simply be ignored. Paying attention to your body is an act of responsibility. Changes such as unusual urinary patterns, discomfort, or other symptoms deserve discussion with a healthcare professional. The goal is not fear. The goal is awareness. Many health conditions are easier to address when recognized early. The body rarely changes overnight. It usually gives clues. A slight change. A repeated pattern. A signal. The question is whether we choose to listen. And this brings us to the final warning sign, a loss of connection with yourself. This may sound unusual because it is not something you can measure with a blood test, but it is incredibly important. Many people slowly disconnect from their own bodies. They stop noticing how they feel. They stop caring for themselves. They become observers of their own decline instead of active participants in their health. They say, "I'll take care of myself later." But later is not guaranteed. Your future health is being created by the choices you make today. Every walk, every meal, every hour of sleep. Every decision to manage stress. Every decision to seek help when something feels wrong. These are votes for the person you want to become. And perhaps the most important message is this: your sexual health is not separate from your life. It is part of your life. It reflects your energy, your confidence, your relationships, your overall well-being. When you care for your sexual health, you are not just protecting one part of yourself. You are protecting the entire person, but there is still one important question we have not answered. If your body is sending these signals, what can you actually do about them? How can you rebuild your health, support your hormones, improve circulation, and create a stronger foundation for the future? That is where we are going next, because the body is not only capable of warning you, it is also capable of changing.